Hello, and welcome to the Divine Body Align, the spiritual and holistic approach to weight loss, food sanity, and embodied confidence. I'm your host, Vanessa Ray of Light, and I'm inviting you to come home to yourself, to feel free, light, and right in your own skin. So today's show is happening the day after Thanksgiving. And as I was waking up this morning, I do a morning meditation, and I just had the inspiration to do this together. So whether you celebrate Thanksgiving, whether you're in America, even if you're in America and you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, it's a great time as it's fall here, moving into winter. We're turning inward. And it's getting colder in a lot of parts of this hemisphere. And it's a great time to pay closer attention to our inner world, our inner balance. And one thing that has arisen for me as I've become more and more in alignment and more healthy is the priority of being balanced. I used to want to just be thin or just be, attractive or just want these very external things. And those desires were pure, but let me say this differently. The seed of those desires were innocent, but they're distorted at the time from the state that I was in. So I wasn't seeking balance when I was in my 20s and kind of dysfunctional in several different ways, also functional in several ways, but I didn't want balance. I wanted weight loss. I wanted food control. And as I've become more and more attuned inside of myself, I've realized that having the quote food control and the weight loss came from the balance and becoming healthier and more clear-minded and open-hearted through the years. And I'm still on that journey, of course, because it's a process that never ends. But the more I have stepped more into that, the more it is the balance that I seek, knowing that balance will give me everything I need, not grasping for shiny objects outside of myself, but finding that inner balance was actually the key to having all the things that are meant for me. So if you're listening to this because you're reaching or wanting something, that's fine. That's great. That's where we start. We have to always start where we're at. But today we're going to do a relaxing activation to come into balance, because it's in that inner balance that all the things that are meant for you, you'll get to have. So today is going to be a nice, soothing return to a balanced homeostasis. And for a lot of us, that's amidst the kind of craziness of this time of year, the excitement. There's also a lot of grief that comes up around this time of year, whether it's because of a specific loss or just that natural turning in and being with the darkness that's happening in the environment, but also like our own internal shadows. This is a time when those tend to come up, or we tend to go down and visit them. And it can be a huge gift. It's kind of a reckoning. I always think of like November, December, is really the time that I go inward and evaluate and reflect and normally have different waves of emotions to be with. But it can be a really beautiful process, and it's certainly much more gentle and pleasurable when, as I've learned to go into it with grace and acceptance and humility and just being with what is in a much gentler way than I used to be full of resistance and thinking things are supposed to be another way or I don't like them this way. And that type of not being with makes it so much harder. So I am going to be offering more meditations, and I call them alignment activations. Because the goal and the intent, I don't like the word goal. It's too efforting for this, but the intent is to settle into yourself, to slow down, to come inside, to relax. And most of the time, that's where our healing is. That's where our insights are. That's where the solutions to our issues are, in this breathing, relaxing, being with. So today's going to be a shorter show. That's the intention anyway. I've lit some candles for us. I find that I light a lot of candles around this time of year because they are those reminders for me, of just slowing and relaxing, and they're inspiring to me, just seeing a light in the darkness. So if you're in a place where you can safely and comfortably close your eyes, I invite you to do that. And if you can't, if you're not in that environment that's conducive, that's fine, of course. And just begin. This tends to make me smile on the outside as well, but I like to imagine smiling on the inside. This is actually from a Taoist practice that I started learning 20 years ago. It's so simple, but every time I do it, it works. And you begin by smiling in your eyes, but on the inside, just bringing appreciation the most you can, and the furthest and the deepest that you can. And then smiling from your eyes into every cell of your being. And I like to imagine like helping out the internal healing by using my imagination. I just imagine I'm drinking like a warm, glowing liquid, just letting that wave go down and into my body. And sometimes I actually feel this in the morning if I wake up and drink something warm, particularly if it's like a ginger water or a lemon water. I'll just feel it washing down into my body. So you can use that feeling if you like it. Just cleaning you on the inside, warming you. And again, bringing those smiles, that sense of rightness, wellness, peace, appreciation. And I invite you to practice appreciating yourself. We all know there's things we can do better. We all know there's things that we fall short on or we didn't get the to-do list done. Most of us are very versed in acknowledging those things. But we're going to just set that aside and acknowledge ourselves for all that we have done, all that we do, and really just for who we are. We deserve acknowledgement just for being, is the truth. When a baby's born, we're not, acknowledging them because of their productivity or what they did. It's just their existence. But when did we as adults stop being good enough just for our existence? We didn't. Now imagining that warm appreciation, like warm water, warm liquid. That Taoist meditation that I listen to often talks about a golden elixir, and I love that. So if you like that, try that on. Allowing this golden elixir to drop down and into your body. And just like water, it is extremely humbling, meaning it's not trying or efforting. It goes to the lowest place available. So it's sinking down and in, looking for the pathways of least resistance. It's the opposite of how most of us live our lives. It just sinks down and in by its nature. So try on this idea of self-appreciation, self-healing, allowing that golden light to just go in and do what it does. You don't have to try so hard. We don't have to make everything happen. Forcing healing is a ridiculous paradox. That's not what this meditation activation is about. And on your inhales, I'm just going to invite you to allow, again, a very passive, receptive state, allowing for your body to balance. And again, for now, we're going to practice putting our manifesting energy, our desires, our things that we want, that's very efforting. And it's fine. It's not wrong. It's just efforting, and it's just not what we're doing right now. So though you may have things you want, maybe you have an injury you're healing, maybe you have weight you want to release. Well, again, weight release doesn't have to be a struggle. Let's practice just allowing the body to balance. That's what it's doing all the time. Just like water's not trying to go down, it's just going down. The body is just balancing. And in this activation, we're setting the space, providing the space, providing the environment for the body to do what it naturally does, which is heal. Right? When you cut your finger, your body just heals it up. It's already on it. It's on its job. You don't have to sit and try to push. So being in this safe, calm, loving space, and beginning to really bask in this glowing light that is now moving out into all of your organs, your muscle tissue, your fat. If you have an area or several areas that you're angry with, let's say you reject them. Let's say you're downright nasty to them, or you avoid them, or you don't want to look at them. I invite you to fill those spaces with this golden light, with these smiles, the feelings of appreciation. Again, this is minimal effort. This is allowing a stream to flow. So bring this golden light, this appreciation to all the areas that you have the hardest time with. So I have a thyroid condition, and instead of trying to fix it or anything, I'm going to stay on my meds, right? I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do for it to be responsible. But right now, I'm just bringing light to my thyroid. I'm just smiling at it, being grateful for what is working. For my low, saggy belly, I'm just going to be nice to it right now. I might even throw in a thank you. Thank you for carrying my baby. Thank you for losing the weight you did lose. Thank you for doing all the things that I'm not even intelligent enough to know what you're doing for me on my behalf. And letting this appreciative light go to every area, every pore of your skin, down all your limbs, but also into every cell, into your bones, strengthening your bones, thanking your bones. Inviting it to wash through your blood and all the liquids in your body, which most of your body is liquid. Imagine cleansing and cleaning and smiling to all the liquid in your body, projecting love and gratitude. Thanking I think there's trillions and trillions and trillions of cells that make up your body, all these organisms, all these systems working together, and you don't even have to think about it. Can you open your heart to extreme gratitude? For everything you could complain about, and we all do occasionally, there are millions, if not billions, and trillions of things going right in your body for you right now. and allowing this energy that you've cultivated inside of you to begin to expand beyond your body. Just see it like a light shining off of your body, like a glow, like the sun. And we see the light like an aura orb around the sun, or a light bulb. Right? We see the light coming off of the light. So imagine the light inside of you is putting out this golden aura, maybe an inch or two from your body, maybe a foot from your body. And you might want to experience it as this warm, fuzzy, loving, healing, happy, like you're so comfortable with it. You might feel it like a soothing buzz as you're being wrapped in a warm blanket, or the arms of someone you love, or the arms of an angel, or the most peaceful, loving energy. And just bask in this balance, in this love. Remembering that your body actually knows. Your body knows. It knows how to heal. It knows how to release the right amount of weight. It knows how to balance itself and organize itself. And it will do so more and more effectively, more and more efficiently, more accurately, the more you give it the space and trust and respect and love to do what it's meant to do for you. And we can really help and aid this process by cultivating this calm and peaceful environment, reducing our stress, changes our body chemistry, and returning as often as we can to this state of realignment, aligning to your divine nature, your divine health, your divine peace, your divine beauty, your divine wellness, your divine body balance. And before we complete today, just to kind of seal up this energy, I like to put either like a translucent, something, I like something very thin but containing feeling for me. So I don't feel shut off or like it's a big wall or a boundary unless needed. But I like to imagine there's just this kind of translucent, thin, protective golden orb containing this healing energy for me. Like I'm in a big cocoon, balanced inside, helps me distinguish between what's mine, what's for me, what's something else, what's someone else's energy, or something else that it's not the right thing for me. It's not what I'm going to decide. It helps me maintain my space, my healing space, and make better decisions of what I want to do, what I want to eat, what I want to watch, what I want to engage in. When I have a clearer differentiation between the space I'm cultivating and all the other spaces and all the other energetic options out there, they're not all something I want to partake in. And creating this orb around me helps me navigate that. So go ahead and create what is most suiting to you. You can use your imagination, your creativity. You can make it close to you. You can make it farther. But let's just end this alignment activation having sealed this beautiful energy that you created, and it's yours. It's yours to come back to, recreate, activate anytime you like. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.